Welcome to lesson 1.2. So we're continuing on with our integers unit. So before we get into adding and subtracting integers, we have to cover a concept called absolute value. So some of you may have heard of this before and you may not have, who knows. But absolute value is the distance between the number and 0. So how far away is a number from 0? That's its absolute value. So we're going to kind of learn about this concept today. So let's take, for example, -3 and 3. So we're going to find their absolute value by figuring out how far away are they from 0. So we'll start with 3. So 3 is 1, 2, 3 spaces. Okay? So the absolute value of 3 is 3. So this marker right here, that is read as the absolute value of 3. And the distance between 0 and 3 is 3. So the absolute value of 3 is 3. Okay, so now let's look at -3. So this piece right here, that is read as the absolute value of -3. So those two longer lines right around the number, that indicates absolute value. Okay, so now let's find the absolute value of -3. How far away is it from 0? So we can go 1, 2, 3. So the distance between 0 and -3 is 3. So the absolute value is 3. Now when we talk about distance, distance is always positive. And because distance is always positive, then the absolute value is always positive. Okay, so because absolute value is the distance from a number to 0, it's always going to be positive because distance is always positive. Okay, so the absolute value of 4 is 4, and the absolute value of -4 is still 4 because their distance is the same. So 5 and -5, it would be 5. The absolute value of 88 is 88. The absolute value of -88 is 88. So all you're having to do is take the positive of it because it's just talking about the distance from 0. How far away is this number from 0? So we're going to do the last few. So the absolute value of 56 is 56. The absolute value of -113 is 113. The absolute value of 0.4 is 0.4. That's how far away it is from 0. The absolute value of -3.5 is 3.5. The absolute value of -0.65 is 0.65. The absolute value of 6.3 is 6.3. The absolute value of -2/3 is still 2/3. And the absolute value of 3.25 is 3.25. So remember, because absolute value is the distance between a number and 0, you're just literally making it the positive because distance is always positive. Okay, that's it for lesson 1.2. Bye.